Okay, so I'm very, very happy and very proud to be able to announce John Peanut Harrison come here tonight to talk about random things and some music, I think, and stuff like that.
Bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Do you like, because some of the guys will probably know a lot of the work that you've done, but might not know about your background and stuff like that. Would you mind telling us a little bit about
what musical background?
Well, yeah, I don't know how you kind of started in this industry or what you've been doing before.
My friend got the assistant job with a guy called Chad Jackson, and I was a driver to the recording studio, so I just hang around all day and just watch him
work.
Watch him work, yeah, sure.
But you're kind of from a generation where you started working and in a sense kind of part of that beat making, in a sense making the music and being part of the writing process and which is quite interesting because that's quite of how you need to work nowadays.
Like what's natural, and like natural for me was at a certain point getting on an MPC and sampling things, because I had loads of records everywhere at home. So then from that point it was like, okay, how can I make these into something else? So it's that kind of essence of songwriting I got in by chopping up samples and tuning them and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I think you brought some sessions with you.
Yeah, I brought a session with me. Yeah.
Do you want to have a chat about it?
You asked me to bring a session which I
did.
Transition of a song. I don't know if this is the best one to do it with, because it kind of starts with the sample and ends with the sample, and there's just a vocal on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the whole thing. Okay, so what I've got here is a sample of a MPC, which is this. And it's cut up. Okay, bass. It's a Jimi Hendrix sample, which I nicked off my sister. So I guess I owe her some money. I had that beat basically when I was working with Amy and played her a load of stuff and had this on my MPC and just played the MPC, and she was like, yeah, I want to do something on that. I got some vocalists in, I got some guitars overdubbed and kind of split the things off and cleaned it up a little bit. And I think when she came back in, pretty much it sounded kind of like this, I think. Yeah, like somebody trying to sing a whole sample line, guitars. Yeah, she just cut two vocals and they were perfect on the track.
Yeah.
He can only hold her for so long. No one's home, but the lights are on. She's so vacant, her soul is taken. He takes what she started from.
Yeah. And she did two vocal takes, they're both perfect. She was sitting down while she did them, and then she was like, right, let's go to the pub.
Cool. Yeah, for me it's like when I'm writing and producing, I think the biggest problem is not starting a song but finishing one. Do you face that same problem sometimes?
Yeah, I think most people have that, like there's definitely when you're writing a song, it's sometimes you might have a great chorus and no verse, or vice versa, or whatever. It's like you've got to give yourself time with things. Often come back to them, but kind of don't give up.
How do you go about initially approaching an artist if you want to send them a beat or something like that?
Try and go to the publisher if they're not at that level. Most people who've got stuff out, even if it's just on SoundCloud or blog, best fit, put it out. There's always like a little contact thing. Just try it out. Just be honest. Just say, hey, I love what you're doing. I've got this beat. Can I send it to you? Like, try and start something going. Like that's how I still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Like, what you got to lose?
Time is up. Thank you very much to John Harrison.
it's just very interesting to hear how he works. Like every producer has its own workflow, and it's just inspiring, and it makes you think of how you work yourself and what you can do differently. You know, it's really motivating. I think that's kind of the best thing of it. Of course, you can learn stuff, but I think these kind of talks and these kind of masterclasses really motivate and inspire you, and really gives you a boost again in making your own music.